So today I thought I would give you a tour of my office, where I'm working. It's 7:15, I'm the only one here, so I thought perfect opportunity to show you guys around. My company technically doesn't have a permanent office space in Cambridge at the moment because it got demolished a few months ago, I think, earlier this year. So currently we are working in the WeWork in Cambridge, which is a co-working space that lots of people from different companies can come and use. They're seen as quite trendy, quite hip. There's a beer tap downstairs, teas and coffees obviously, communal spaces with lots of nice chairs, which I'll show you later. I really like it here. I don't see the need for my company to ever get a permanent office space in Cambridge again because the WeWork is just so nice. I mean, I'm sure it's expensive for the company, but I love it here. The one downside is that we do have a 6-person capacity limit at the moment because we only have one room in the WeWork and we have to adhere to social distancing guidelines between desks. But it's not proving too much of an issue at the moment because a lot of people like working from home. It is flexible. I'm probably coming in about 3 days a week to the WeWork at the moment, and it is nice because there's other people in the team who like coming into the office to the WeWork as well. So I really enjoy it because there's people to chat to throughout the day, background chatter. I'm more productive and more focused when there's other people working around me. So for me, I've really enjoyed office working. Maybe the novelty of it will wear off in a few months' time. I'm not sure yet, but also it's a really quick commute for me as well. It's a really short cycle ride to get here. So even that doesn't put me off in the mornings. But anyway, just thought I would show you around where I come day to day to do my work. So currently I am at a standing desk. Here it is. This is my desk from today. 3 screens. That is the big bonus about being in the office. At home, I only have my monitor and my laptop screen. We have 2 monitors per desk here. So if you're working with spreadsheets, it really is a dream. So on my desk, laptop, my screen. This is a big notebook of scribbled notes that I take while on calls. This is in desperate need of sorting through. There's stuff that can be thrown away here, but I just haven't got round to it at this point. Obviously my glasses, they're always handy. A pen, my water bottle. These are a new addition to the office. We have little succulents for us to look after. One here and one here. These literally only were brought this week, so I haven't really done much with these, but you know, a little bit of decoration. If you can see through the reflection there, you can see outside behind the WeWork. Here's the other standing desk. There's 2 standing desks and this one's just at normal height. Also got my headset here for calls that I always have plugged in because we do take calls while in the shared office space, but it would be a bit rude of me if I had the person blaring out loud. You do use your headset to be a bit respectful to other people. Obviously, standard hand sanitizer, disinfectant wipes, it's COVID times, you know. This is the rest of the room my company has. My usual desk of choice is actually the one over here. I don't know, I just went to this on my first day or my second day in, and I just kept going to it because I felt like it was more COVID safe to keep using the same keyboard if it was just the same person, so I've stuck with it. These are the other desks. Chairs, I rate the chairs, pretty comfy. And yeah, it's in this room that I will spend the majority of my day, but there are other spaces in the WeWork that I do use, so I will take you around and show you. Also, I don't know if you can hear the aircon, but the aircon is going crazy this evening. It does keep the room at a nice temperature though. Some days I would say the aircon was on maybe too much, it got a little bit chilly, but all in all, good temperature control. You can kind of see through there, it's all glass walls and other companies have rooms adjacent to us. This is my WeWork pass, which gets me around, and let's go exploring. So these little cubicles here are supposedly soundproof, and you can come and sit in these if you have any like really confidential calls, or sometimes I come in here when I'm having like more chatty catch-ups with colleagues and I don't want to disturb people working in our shared space. They're very cozy. You can literally just pop right in, close the door like that, and settle in. Like very, very comfy, squidgy seats. Anyone from any company or anyone who is paying to use a spot in the WeWork can use these cubicles. These are shared between all users of the WeWork, but there's usually one free. I haven't ever had a time where I've wanted to use one and they've been full. I'm going to take you around to the really big communal space now, and this is just on the floor that my company's office space is, but there are actually big communal spaces on all floors of the WeWork. I think there's 3 floors in total, but usually like the nearest coffee point is in the communal space on our floor. So I'm going to head there and show you, because the coffee point is very much a highlight. When I first got to the WeWork on my first day, I was like, oh, how do I pay for the coffee? And my colleague was like, no, it's free. I'm just not used to that. And I know that's commonplace in like companies and in corporate life, but I don't know this. I was just a student before all this, and then I worked from home for a year and I had to pay for my own teas and coffees. So, you know, this is all new territory. Printer there, photocopier. So this is the big communal space that all members of the WeWork are free to use, either for work or for break times. There's always a stack of cups and mugs that you can use for drinks. There are various drinks machines. You can get ice cold water or boiling water, and there's a coffee machine as well. This does caffeinated lattes, cappuccinos, you name it, but I normally go for the decaf coffee beans and then get a hot milk shot to put in there for a decaf latte. There's a football table in the corner, which I am yet to use, but looks fun. And to be honest, I just like making use of the sofas. It's a nice place to come and get away from your desk when you need a break. This is one of the meeting rooms in the WeWork that can be booked out. And here's another long table, which is frequently in use. Okay, yeah, so that was where I normally eat my lunch, and I grab my coffees normally. They do decaf coffee, which is always a hit with me. Just got myself a glass of water. This is the lift area. I won't lie, I still haven't really worked out how to call the lifts. I think you have to swipe something on here. I'll just show you downstairs as well while we're at it. Up here is the main entrance area. Sometimes there is a barista down here in the mornings, which is nice. Another football table, and also table tennis if you want to do it in the evenings. I'm gonna go head back upstairs, grab my stuff. Also, I do normally wear a mask when moving around the WeWork, but there's not many people around at the moment, so I'm going without one at the moment. When I am not sat at a desk, I usually am wearing a mask. There isn't actually a fancy dress code for the WeWork, so most of the time I do just get away with jeans. I've also got my Converse on, so I don't dress up, but I have got a rather extra blouse on today, and I don't know, I feel like a lot of my casual clothes are not nice casual clothes. I wore them when I was a student because they were definitely student grungy, not making an effort, kind of casual, and I felt like I needed to level that up for an office and, you know, professional page Y. So yeah, I often wear a blouse and jeans. Don't know how that's going to change going into winter. I'll probably just wear a nice jumper and jeans, but it's nice that I'm not going to get into trouble for anything I wear, unless I turn up in ripped jeans or something. But even then, I think people would turn up to the WeWork in ripped jeans. It's a really casual, chill workspace. Okay, let's head. End of a long working day. There's even more offices down that way as well, so it really is huge. I don't know what the capacity is like here. Like, I don't know if there's still free spaces going or if it's pretty much booked out each day. I do have plans as well to use my company's London office from time to time, which is a very different vibe to this. Obviously, it's a huge, really tall office building with loads of levels and the fancy elevators. I am going to go there, like in a few weeks' time, because there's like a whole team day in London, and I am quite excited because I'll get to see lots of people. But yeah, I don't think I'd want to go there on a regular basis. Like, London isn't really my scene. I know a lot of young people love it, but for me, I kind of prefer a quieter Cambridge life, you know, and a more chilled vibe in the office. I've heard the London office vibe is a little bit more competitive and professional, I guess. Nothing wrong with that if that's your vibe, but for me, I kind of prefer the more chillaxed atmosphere. WeWork. Turns out those doors are closed at this time, so I really hope I can get through this way, otherwise I'm a bit screwed. Well, these are closed, and those doors are closed, so this is quite funny. This video really has taken a turn for the worse. Like, literally, look, I can try go around in these turning doors, but it won't let me out the other side. I'm literally stuck, I can't get out. This is really funny, but also not funny because I need to go home. Usually, because I cycle, my bike is parked in the cycle park, so normally I go out the back way with my bike, but I was attempting to be clever and show you guys the outside of the building, and it wasn't very clever, was it? Now I'm kind of stuck in this area, and I can't go out, and I can't go back in because those things keep beeping at me. I think I'm just going to have to climb over them. This is so embarrassing. Jesus Christ, I was just climbing over the barriers there casually, making a huge racket bashing around while they beeped at me. Hopefully security aren't going to come running after me, but really there's a flaw if they're going to let me go out through those barriers, not let me back through them, and not let me out the outdoor. That's a flaw in their door system, isn't it? Yeah, that's the other thing. The technical opening hours of the WeWork are 9 till 5, I think, but I'm normally here post 5, and I think obviously they close the doors at 5, like the main doors, but you can get in and out the back doors anyway, and yeah, I wish I had a good enough work-life balance to finish at 5, but the reality is I'm normally working until 6-ish. 6-ish is quite normal for me. Today I worked really late because I had a hell of a day, but that's another story. Yeah, I suppose I'll take you to where I pick up my bike, and then that's kind of it. And here is my bright orange bike. It's actually new. I got rid of my old university bike, which I know is shocking because I loved my old university bike, but I needed a new one, and this one is fantastic. It's got a front basket and a back basket. Like, I didn't realise how much I would enjoy a new bike, but I'm loving it. The other thing I forgot to mention is that the WeWork do events. I feel like this is a walking advertisement for the WeWork. It really isn't. I just really like it. I think I love it even more just because I spent a whole year working from home, and any change of scenery from that would be great. Also, just to explain, the story behind me getting a new bike was that my basket fell off my old one. The basket broke off, the chain guard had broken off. It had its day. I'd had it since my first year of uni, and while I had like a lot of good memories with that bike, I had to move on, and I got one like literally the exact same. It's the same model, make, everything. Again, it's an ex-rental bike. My strategy is not to go for anything fancy because there's so much bike theft in Cambridge. And here is the front of the WeWork. And I have to say, like, going to the WeWork has really transformed my enjoyment of my job so far. Like, actually having in-person interaction with people has made life so much better. I have spoken on my channel before about how I found like starting a new job remotely really tough, and I really feel for people still who at the moment are having to start jobs remotely. Another year has passed and we're still in a pandemic. Working from home is very common still, unfortunately, and all I've got to say to people is persevere, because it does get better. I feel like my first year wasn't an accurate reflection of what my job was going to actually be like, and I've even been able to do social stuff with my colleagues who I've met in Cambridge recently. The Cambridge team have been so welcoming to me. I just was not ready for how welcoming they were going to be. They invited me to like every single social they're doing and just making a real effort to include me in everything. It was a weird situation because I've been at the company a year, yet I still feel like the new girl, but I'm happy that I found some really nice people to work with. Here's some more Cambridge sites while we're here. Station's just up there. It's all very convenient around here. Hope some of you have found this interesting. Paige's working life. Comment down below if you've been going into an office recently or if you're still working from home. Let me know what your favourite part about office working is, or if you hate it, tell me your least favourite part about office working. Maybe I'll go off it eventually, I don't know, but at the moment I'm loving it. Give the video a like, subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!